He found an old spear to roast meat, but a voice behind him said, "Now your species is on the menu, Marcus." Chun wiped the sweat from his brow as he examined the ancient artifact half buried in the crimson soil of Kepler 442b. The metal spear, easily 3 meters long, gleamed with an otherworldly sheen despite being embedded in the ground for what seemed like centuries. Strange symbols ran along its shaft, pulsing with a faint blue light that matched the twin suns overhead. "Perfect," he muttered, yanking the weapon free with surprising ease. His emergency rations had run out 2 days ago, and the local wildlife, while abundant, required cooking to neutralize the alien proteins that would otherwise prove toxic to human physiology. The crash landing had been violent. His exploration vessel, Prometheus 7, now lay in twisted wreckage 3 kilometers away. The distress beacon worked, but rescue wouldn't arrive for another week. In the meantime, survival meant adapting, and Marcus had always been good at that. He hefted the spear, admiring its perfect balance. The weapon felt warm in his hands, almost alive. Whatever civilization had crafted this tool understood metallurgy far beyond human capabilities. The point was sharp enough to cut through diamond, yet the shaft remained flexible and unbreakable. Alien engineering, he said to himself, setting up a makeshift campsite near a cluster of purple-leaf trees. But a tool is a tool. Marcus had spent the morning hunting one of the local creatures, something resembling a cross between a deer and a lizard. The beast now hung from an improvised spit, ready for roasting. He thrust the ornate spear into the ground and began building a fire around it. As flames licked at the metal, the blue symbols grew brighter. Marcus paid little attention, focused on adjusting the meat's position to ensure even cooking. The aroma that emerged was surprisingly pleasant, like a mixture of chicken and seafood. "Not bad for alien cuisine," he chuckled, turning the spit slowly. That's when the voice spoke behind him. "Now your species is on the menu." Marcus spun around, nearly dropping his makeshift rotisserie. Standing 20 meters away was something that defied easy description. The creature towered nearly 4 meters tall, its body a writhing mass of what looked like living metal. 6 eyes, each the size of dinner plates, glowed with malevolent intelligence. Tentacle-like appendages sprouted from its torso, each ending in razor-sharp claws. "What the hell?" Marcus began. "You have awakened the harvester spear of Zakthul," the entity continued, its voice resonating directly inside Marcus's skull. "For 10,000 years, it has slumbered, waiting for a worthy species to claim it. Congratulations, human. You have been selected." Marcus's hand instinctively moved to the plasma pistol at his hip, but he forced himself to remain calm. "Selected? For what?" The creature's approximation of a laugh sounded like grinding metal. "The great hunt, of course. Your species showed promise when you first ventured beyond your home system. Now, with one of your own wielding Zakthul, you qualify for ... elevation. Elevation to what? To prey status. The finest delicacy in the bay. Galaxy is sentient flesh, seasoned with the fear of inevitable death. We are the consortium of the hunt, and we have been tracking species across the cosmos for millennia. When a race proves worthy, when they demonstrate cunning, adaptability, and the will to survive, they graduate from simple animals to true quarry." Marcus felt his blood run cold, but his voice remained steady. "And this spear? A test. A trap. Only a species with sufficient ingenuity would find a use for our sacred weapon. Only beings worthy of the hunt would dare to profane it with common fire." The creature's eyes pulsed brighter. "Your kind passed admirably." The human looked at the spear, still glowing in the firelight, then back at the monstrous alien. A slow smile spread across his face. "You know what? You made one crucial mistake." The consortium hunter tilted what might have been its head. "Explain." "You assumed I was just using this as a roasting spit." Marcus gripped the spear's shaft and yanked it free from the ground in one fluid motion. The weapon hummed with power, its blue light now blazing like a star. "But I'm an engineer. I study things. I learn how they work." The alien's posture shifted, suddenly wary. The weapon responds only to Zaxthul bloodline. Wrong again. Marcus hefted the spear, feeling its energy flow through him. It responds to intent, to will, to the desire to survive against impossible odds. He stepped forward, the weapon's light casting dancing shadows across his face. And you just made the mistake of threatening my entire species. What followed was over in seconds. The harvester spear moved like lightning in Marcus's hands, its alien technology responding to human determination with devastating efficiency. The consortium hunter had time for one surprise. Shriek before the blade found its marked dot as the creature dissolved into constituent molecules. Other shapes began emerging from the tree line, dozens of them, all different species, all bearing the La. Same predatory hunger. Marcus smiled grimly and shifted into a combat stance. The spear sang in his hands, eager for battle. You want to hunt humans? He called out to the gathering horde. Fine, but remember something: we didn't claw our way to the top of Earth's food chain by being prey. We got there by being persistence hunters, by never giving up, by making tools out of anything we can find. He raised the ancient weapon high, its light now blazing bright enough to be seen from orbit. And now you've given us the best tool of all. Thank you for that. The consortium forces charged as one, but Marcus Chin, armed with 10,000-year-old alien technology and backed by 4 billion years of evolutionary stubbornness, was ready for them. Above, unseen rescue ships adjusted their approach vectors, drawn by the impossible light show below. Humanity's first interstellar war was about to begin, and the humans were going to win.